Good afternoon again, everybody. Sean Higgs coming at you for the Winner Circle Sports Betting Podcast. It's Thursday, the 28th, I see here on the calendar of August. And on the Thursday show, we got Chip Chirimbes, Doug Upstone, joining me as we always do. A college football Thursday. I guess this is the start of the season. We have a load of games going today. So we'll be drifting away from Major League Baseball. Yes, there's baseball, and I guess you want to talk about in the comments, you could, but let's be honest, folks. People love football more than they love baseball betting. So that's what we look to going forward. If you want our premium MLB picks, go for it. $2.49. Chip, what are you writing? A book over there?
I'm looking for the college schedule because I thought today was the 29th.
Today is the 29th. Yes.
Well,
yes.
Today's the 20th? It is the 29th. Is it 29th?
What's your calendar, Sean?
Oh, all right. It happens. Sorry. You know, you do videos like all the time. I don't know what day it is. I do videos at daytime, nighttime.
Forget what season it is.
Yeah, well, it's football season, baby.
Yeah.
So $5.99 early bird is up. You can't beat that. Comes out to about $30 a week for the premium stuff for all three of us here. 3 738 packages are guaranteed as well. From our host, our sponsor, gamblersWORLD.net, we're us two and 10. There's 13 of us. The lucky 13. gamblersWORLD.net for all the top premium plays we got for you. Now, I kind of gave a little teaser yesterday with Chipper. We got a little football contest underway here. Oh, really? So the link is in the descriptions. It's on the Twitter X page. It's on the gamblersworld.net webpage. Here we go. And I got it all written down here because there's a lot, but there's a link. I just want to read it for you there. It is a progressive pick'em. 2 contests in one. It is weekly contests where the player with the most points gets premium picks for a week, and a progressive contest where the players who get a perfect card get cash prizes, which means the pool starts at $100 every week, and it grows exponentially until someone gets a perfect card, which is pretty hard to do. So you could be looking at after 18 weeks, $1,800. You hit in between, it pays out to that. The pot resets after win, but it's guaranteed at $1,000. So I don't know, $1,000, pretty good. It's free to enter, just like here on the show. All you do, it's free. Hit a like button. Top 4 finishers get paid. Winner getting 50% of the pot. And it's up to $900 all totaled for that there. Again, everything is in the link on the page. You could read yourselves. Why would you do a free pick 'em? Guaranteed dime as a winner. So there you go. Any questions? Again, link in the contest, gamblersworld.com homepage, and the banner is, there it is, coming across. We got you covered. Another free contest, free money. Speaking of free money, nice winning yesterday. I gave you the Braves under. Chipper pulls out a miracle push with a no-hitter, one-hitter, 10-0 over. It's a push. 3-0-1 this week, and going back, I think it's a 10-2-1, a 11-2-1 run here. I joke about like getting us to 15,000 subscribers by December. Really, hit the like button. What more do you want out of a 10? You can't hit the damn like button. Pardon my French. You're on the page already. You see the views. I don't understand how they don't match up. Anyway, enough of my mini rant there about our contest, our free picks, our premium picks, contest free money. I'm going to go to Doug here first because Doug's got a weekly column on the channel here. You want to check that out. We'll see how he's doing, and we'll address his baseball game. But first, we're going to say hello to Doug. And what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. It's been a couple days since Monday.
Yes.
We swept the board on Monday, I believe.
We did. We definitely did. And I think I'm not 100% sure. I think I'm at least 3 in a row, if not 4. Okay, on free plays here.
I think you are because
so that's good. And I'm gonna second your ask here. Is that what are you waiting for? Okay, I mean 10-2-1. It's absolutely great record. So not only hit the like button, just subscribe to the channel. You're watching, subscribe, and then hit that alert bell. And go into your settings. Hit that alert bell, and then you'll be notified whenever. Myself, if I'm here Mondays and Thursdays or any other days, like tomorrow, Sean's going to be talking with Mark Lawrence and
Victor King.
I'm sorry?
Victor King.
That's what I was trying to think of, and I couldn't think of it. Victor King. And they're going to be talking about Notre Dame, or right here, Notre Dame.
I thought that's North Dakota.
North Dakota State goes tonight. That's the big game on ESPN. But anyway, so lots of good stuff going on. Football's here. I think everybody is thrilled, excited. I'm happy to be talking about it with you guys today. So things are looking good. And last night, mentioned not so much about baseball, but last night, boy, had a nice 10-unit winner yesterday, right here at gamblersWORLD and on the Atlanta Braves with Chris Sale getting the job done. So we are ready to roll into a big football weekend. I know I got 3 plays, might have a 4th, but 3 plays are already up right now. So here we go.
Nice. I was also on the Braves. I had a Brave run line play for myself there on that game. Chipper, you know what? I'm going to throw it to Chipper, but let's talk. We'll jump into. I'll let you say hello and what you got going on, Chipper. Well, I'll throw this to you for football here because we have Florida Atlantic plus 14, total of 45 against Michigan State. New regime taking over in Sparty land here. I was definitely not a Mel Tucker fan, but you got a little Oregon State taking over, little Pac-12 coming to the Big Ten in more ways than one. I like Tom Herman. The guy's a nice underdog coach. I mean, he's 7-1 against the spread as a dog against like kind of bigger teams here. Mm-hmm. You saw him at Texas, Houston. Small didn't succeed at Texas, but this is where I think he does really well in like the mid-major kind of area where he wins, he gets a lot out of guys, and he pull upsets and he covers his dogs. But your game, what do you think about the Owls and the Spartans?
Well, Sean, I may have gotten a push with that miracle over last night, and but I did win the Megabuck players. The Mets romped over Arizona. Interesting game with Florida Atlantic against Michigan State. Like you said, getting rid of Mel Tucker was the key for the Spartans. Yes. He was just absolutely terrible. I mean, I don't know how they got suckered into giving him a 10-year contract off of the way he, they just seemed to they're so enamored with him, wanting to get him to be the head coach.
Off a fluke season, too, by the way.
Off a fluke season, right. And, at Oregon State, Jonathan Smith's done a great job turning that program around and getting him more competitive. He's 11-3 his last 14 games, and as a home favorite. 14 points, a lot of late for this team. I think they got a long way to go here, Sean and Doug. I really do. You mentioned Tom Herman was 7-1 as a double-digit dog. I'm wondering if, this might be where he belongs in a school this size like Florida Atlantic. Following on the heels of Lane Kiffin isn't the easiest thing to do. They were only 4-8 last year. I expect them to improve. They got a transfer quarterback from Marshall, threw for 3,700 yards last year. Fletcher on a Fancher, Fancher is the name, and I just think that Michigan State has only 10 starters returning. I think Florida Atlantic can give them about.
There we go. Boom! Happened yesterday. He'll cut back. There he is. He's back at it. He's back in. Hold on, Chipper. There you go. He's back.
I don't know why.
That's the little Chipper. You got to slow you down. You got to slow you down a little bit. You're talking,
I told you
the show's got to move on. Doug, thoughts on Chipper's FAU plus 14?
Yeah, well, that line's gone up. I think even quite a bit since yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't it 12.5? I thought yesterday. Okay, or maybe 11.5. I on that one. Anyways, that's when I looked at it, it was definitely lower than 14. But I actually feel bad for Jonathan Smith in the respect of he loved being at his alma mater at Oregon State, okay, but then everybody left, okay. The Pac-12 went to Pac-2, so his hand was forced. I think he's going to do a really good job here, and one of the things that I like that he's already done is that he's already got let's just say the identity of wanting to be a power football team, kind of like old school Michigan State football, run the ball, be real physical. They did a great job in the portal as far as the defensive line to get a bunch of bigger, stronger guys. Chip mentioned Tom Herman. Everybody keeps talking about like Tom Herman being a great underdog coach. And I'm not saying he's not, but it's been a while since he's won anything. Okay, of note, so I wonder if he's one of those guys where his best days might be behind him. His offense only's got 4 starters back this year, and he's got to reconstruct the entire offensive line. So the number's big. Chip's got the official play, but I'm going to lean in here a little bit with Sparty to get this one done and cover the 2 touchdowns.
Doug, I'm afraid about the physicalness of Michigan State, just being from the Big Ten, about them being able to overpower the Owls. Like you said, I mean, it's a ground game. If he's going to use a power game, and if they have the size and the strength, they could dominate the line of scrimmage. So, but 14 points is a lot to take, and I'm going to just take the Owls here.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with the 14 and a half. I think it's a good little number. I actually got the under 47 and a half. It's since ticked down a little bit. And again, you bring in Oregon State. He's going to move things around a little bit. Florida to me, I like, Schnellenberger went there. I got the Schnellenberger signed mini helmet from the U. You mentioned Lane Kiffin. I mean, after that, you had Willie Taggart here, who was a mess. I mean, I don't know. Herman, you're right, though. What has he won lately? You look at his records, you're like, yeah, fella, you're 4-8. You had a 7-3 record at Texas. Okay, but Texas, you're expected to win 10 games.
Right.
Yep. 7-6, 10-4, 8-5, 7-3, not really cutting the mustard. But then again, the Houston years, 13-1, 9-3. This is, I'm not saying FAU's Houston, but it's the same kind of smaller kind of program. And if you can recruit, which obviously he did at Houston because they won games,
yes,
he should be able to kind of snipe away a couple guys out of the Florida area to be competitive for a low mid major there.
Yeah, and to your point, the thing that I think the advantage he has in anybody other than Florida International right now, even if you don't get the top guys, let's just say, Florida State, Florida, Miami get the top guys.
Even Central Florida is
one level down can play.
Yeah.
Okay, so the amount of talent in Florida is just tremendous.
Off the charts.
That's what Lane Kiffin did. So you get the right guys, and you can win there for sure.
You talk about like town in Florida, and not to so my son plays football down here, and their team's ranked for the 6A big leagues. They're playing a team that's unranked, and they got a commit to Texas and USC on the team that they're favored over. Texas and USC. My guy's team, he's got a couple guys, got 3-star recruits going to Houston. These guys got Texas and USC recruits, and they're unranked in Texas. So Florida's you don't really look at that like you think about things like that until, as we're bettors, we kind of look into the talent pool of who's coming to different schools. But like on the high school, I would never have known, right? And now you're in it. I'm like, holy cow, bro. Like I went to his little helmet thing. The kid I was sitting next to my son. I went up to get like some snacks. I come back. There's a guy bigger than me. I'm like, who the hell is this gorilla right here? He's like, oh, he's a sophomore. I'm like, the guy's he's a start offensive. He's 6'4", he's 290 pounds. He's like, I'm like, what? I said, is that a coach? He's like, no, that's a sophomore. Sophomore. Holy cow. It's monsters down here. It's like, oof. Anyway, official play, Florida Atlantic plus the 14.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
It is. The park, let me tell you, the parking lots are huge. It is. It's just ridiculous. I mean, you have no – I leave to park. I kind of park far away. Like, hey, I'm getting out of the house. I put my little step counter on, just like walking like 1,000 steps just to get into the building. It's 1,000 steps going to get some bottled water somewhere. Oh, listen, hit the like buttons here. Head on over to gamblersworld.net. We all got plays up for this college football official week 1, so go get them. Doug's going to tell you about a free pick today. TCU -10, a total of 60 versus ACC powerhouse Stanford. Are we kidding?
Yeah, that's something to swallow there, isn't it? TCU and Stanford's odd enough. Then make it Big 12 versus ACC. Yeah. Stanford, second-year coach, Troy Taylor, had a really, really young team last year, having to start over, but got 18 starters back from last year, including his quarterback, Ashton Daniels. The Cardinal, in a general sense, they fit a nice system play in terms of a Power 4 non-conference being a home underdog. So I can see where there's going to be some action definitely on Stanford on this one. However, TCU's got 16 starters back with their quarterback Josh Hoover. He's a nice player defensively. They're going back to their old 4-2-5 defense, which I think probably is the way the talent that they have and the type of games they play. I think that can be more conducive for them. I like the depth and talent they have on defense. This spread opened with Stanford at plus 10.5, and I could make a case for them here, but now it's 9.5. And Sonny Dykes always finds a way to get the job done offensively. As long as he has somebody as a defensive coach that can do at least something with the defense, I think they're going to be okay. So I'm going to just lean in here a little bit with the Horned Frogs, okay, here, and try and get this baby done with them, with TCU.
Doug Upstone, official play, TCU under the 9.5. This team had 8 guys drafted in the NFL last year, TCU. I think Are they a national championship team like they were 2 years ago? Or are they like what they have 5 or 6 wins last year? Not a good team. Obviously, I think they're a little better than that, right? Again, you're in Texas. You're still getting good recruits out of here. Are they a 10-point road favorite? I don't know about that. New offensive coordinator, or, I don't know. This is for me. It's kind of like you look at that 9.5, 10. You're like, wow, you got to take a nice dog. They'll be pumped up to play. Bad season. I haven't pulled the trigger on that. So
there's no students going to be at the game. The apathy around football with that program is tremendous. So I mean, there's literally no home field advantage for Stanford, other than that they play there. That's it. I mean, so that's another factor in my decision too.
I know they don't have really much of a choice for conference-wise. They were scrambling.
Right.
And I guess ACC is better than Mountain West, but if you're not getting the support, why wouldn't you just choose the closer schools? Less travel, save money, more money, better. I get it's cool to go play at Clemson, and I guess you might be on a Saturday ESPN or wherever channel they're going to be on. It's more marquee, but as a whole, we'll talk about how that's collapsing anyway with these conferences.
It's anyway. All money. That's all it is. That's all it is. So, I mean, for better or for worse, you can say whatever you want about it. But I mean, Stanford, it seems ridiculous, but they'll make how much more money staying in the ACC compared to the Mountain West? I mean, just the fact that Oregon State and Washington State haven't gone to the Mountain West, even though they're going to play as a semi
affiliate,
member, that kind of tells you what you need to know right there.
It's again, bring me back to the. I mean, I'm all for know like the Big 8 and the SWAC when these teams are in the SWAC. Like what the heck? Yeah. Speaking of the old Big 8, Oklahoma. I think them and Nebraska were rivals back in the day. Not Oklahoma Temple. Not much of a rivalry here, and we're staring at what a monster line here. What is this? Up to 44 now? What we get? I mean, again, folks, it's a Friday. I'm trying to find games for the Friday. I didn't want to just throw a random Saturday game in here. A 42 piece here. Total, and then you see a total of 57. What do you think is going to happen in this match here? Temple 4-12, last 16 against the spread on the road. Not very good. Oklahoma, though, this team to me, well, let's be honest. Darn well I'm not going to tell you to lay 42 here. I can't tell you to take 42 with a Temple squad that's absolutely pathetic. New quarterback. I mean, last year they're a little competitive, and their quarterback leads them. And I don't know what you're going to get out of the quarterback this year. I'll look at the first half here with the Sooners. It's a 27 spot. And we look back at some of their opening numbers and scores 56 points, 63, 49, 48, 48, 73 last year. It was 28-0 in the first quarter, 45-0 at the half against Arkansas State. I think you could put a little Temple in an Arkansas State type of category. Temple the year before, UTEP the year before that was 45-13, but again 28-10 at the half. I don't know. I think Oklahoma comes out here. Its Temple is so bad. I don't see how it isn't like 35-0 or 42-0 at the half, and then the second half turned into like run the ball and maybe a couple guys break away for something. I'm gonna look at the first half, make a little statement early, get the fans interested, and then here comes the bench. The family's in the field. This is what these guys do. You have teams pay people to come in and take a beating for $1.4 million. That's what I think Temple's going to do here. Take their beating, take the $1.5 million, go back to Philly, have some cheesesteaks. Oklahoma first half for me, minus a 27 and a half, whatever kind of number you can find here. Doug, go for it.
Yeah, the only people going to be watching this on ESPN are Sooners fans or are bettors of this game, okay? Yeah. Because there's no other reason to watch this game.
The Sooner fans will be at the game. The Sooner fans will be in the parking lot.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
And everybody else is the bettors. You had it right. The bettors are going to be watching this game.
Yeah. I mean, to me, even the bettors aren't going to be home. They're going to go to a sports bar and eat and drink while the game's on so they can kind of follow it in this one. I think Oklahoma is going to be better, but I don't know if it's going to matter because they're going to be in the SEC this year. So I'm not sure if it'll be noticeable. Temple, I mean, we know the story on Temple football. Every now and again, they get a good young coach, okay, like Matt Rule a few years ago, okay? They improve, okay? But then he leaves for more money. So, I have no strong opinion on this game. I could never recommend, okay, either side, to be perfectly honest, but I do have something of note. is that you got a matchup of two FBS teams, okay, in this case where the home favorite is favored by 37.5 or more points. They are a perfect 14-0 straight up and against the spread. So take that for what it's worth, okay, with Oklahoma, but pretty interesting number.
All right. Chipper, thoughts on Oklahoma? I know anything special happened on August 29th with perhaps somebody born in Oklahoma or some minor league team in 1917.
Well, I can tell you my comment on the Stanford game is that Doug is right. They have 18 players coming back, and it's good news and bad news. The good news is you have 18 players coming back. The bad news is you have 18 players coming back with that club. Now, going back to Oklahoma, I'd never even get involved with 42-point favorites. I can care less about that. Oklahoma is 10-1 against non-conference teams when they're 35-point favorites or more. I'm a Sooner guy. I would like Oklahoma all the way, but
it's a big number.
I really have to take a pass on a game. I'm just not into 42-point games. I can't make up a story for the Owls, and I can't tell you that I want the Sooners. So there you go.
Listen, no problem. We had a short. It was either even I guess we could have did the Wisconsin game where it was like a 25 or 27, but.
It's tough.
Oklahoma,
it's tough this time of year. It really is.
Oklahoma's going to get people. Oklahoma fans will come in and tell us how good they are, that they're going to win the SEC this year. They'll come in and comment like, "What do you mean 27? That would be 28-0 in the first quarter." Hopefully, we will. Hopefully, we cover our spread nice and early. No facts of the day today, Chip. You have anything like that?
I got him for the 29th, but I think you're doing the show on the 28th. But I'll do this anyway. And this date in 1960,
we play yesterday's.
This day in 1964.
It is the 29th.
This day in 1964, Mickey Mantle struck out for the 1,330th time tying Babe Ruth's all-time record. The problem is Mickey went on to strike out another 500 times in his career. Well, not quite. But between his 1,800 walks and his 1,800 strikeouts, Mantle says he went 7 years without playing baseball, never putting the ball in play. He didn't have an at-bat 3,600 times. Mays hit his 17th home run in August in 1965, which set the standard at that time for most in a month. Lou Brock tied Ty Cobb's record of 893 stolen bases in 1977. Last week I told you how in 1977 Noah Ryan had struck out 300 batters 3 straight seasons. 10 years later, this is the date where he struck out 200 batters for 11 straight seasons. And Albert Pujols, his 694th home run in 2022, a major league record, 450 different pitchers that Pujols has homered over. Otherwise, I got a big game winner for you. Just log on and follow the buy link.
Doug, anything lined up for the weekend you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, like I say, as I mentioned, 3 plays going at least right now, all available at Gamblers World. I got a best bet, I got an outright upset that I'm calling for, and one other play. So, and I'm going to put that I'm going to make it a package as well. So it's got a discount not a coupon, but a discount amount to it. So hey, take advantage of it. I'm ready to go. And Sean, I know you have a lot of plays ready to go. Why don't you let us know what you're thinking about here?
Yeah, I got a game lined up tonight here between the Coach Prime game here in North Dakota State. That is up, and I'll have a 3-pack or 2 lined up for Saturday. I do have a couple other games. I don't like to. I don't put when I have a lot of games. I won't have like 10 individual packages up. It'll be a 3-pack, stuff like that. Maybe a 5-pack, and again. Price is good, folks. If I put 5 games out for you, it'll be $44. So it's cheap kind of deal for you. I do put a lot of games out. Undefeated on the season with Georgia Tech already in pocket. So we're batting 100% in college football. So let's keep that going for the night. We get another one under our belt, and we're 2-0-100. But for the channel here, listen, the early bird specials are up. So we all have games going this weekend, multiple days, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even Monday college football. Smart money move would be a 7-day package. Get the entire weekend, monthly package. Get the weekends in NFL. The early bird is $5.99, so that's a great deal for you. And the 3, 7, 30 days are guaranteed. So if we don't show a profit, we credit you back, and then we're right back at it. Follow the leaderboards, and there you go. Baseball, if you're interested, the season package $249 discount. For the show, though, as we mentioned earlier, 3-0-1 this week. 10-2, 11-2. I got to go back. I think it's 10-2-1 the last 2 weeks. Not a bad little run for you just tuning in every day. And you know that you don't want to listen to our nonsense. You just flip around. Seth does all the work, and you can just go right to the games and not hear us talk about whatever you don't want to hear us talk about. But hit the like buttons. I mean, simple enough. It costs you nothing. Hit the likes. We're 10-2. Come on. Hit the like button, folks. And if you want more free stuff, hello, the contest. The link's there. Go for it. Get involved. It's absolutely free. Free is for me. Why? Right? You like the free picks, the free pick videos? Get in the contest to win $1,000. Win $100. Win $1,800. Can't beat it. Looking ahead to tomorrow. As Doug mentioned earlier in the show, Football Fridays live, 1 p.m. Eastern. Me, Mark Lawrence, Victor Kin, 1 p.m. And going forward, again, you see it. There's us three, 10 other guys, including Mark and Victor. Jim Feist coming to the program. Paul Bove will be back. He did football picks last year for us. All right, so football season's here. You're going to see people come in like, oh, where'd this guy come from? Well, it's football season. Of course everybody wants to come on and talk football. That's what you're here for. So, Chipper, have a good day, Chipper. Good to see you. All right. He's back. Let's pull him in for the goodbye. Let's pull him back in for the goodbye. There he is. Yeah, look at that. Look at that face. A happy man right there. It's only 25 minutes of your life, Chip. We'll get you out of here. For Doug, Mr. Happy, and myself, good luck, everybody. I'll be with these two gentlemen on Monday, recapping the weekend, talking about probably that Monday night game as well, and looking to week 2 of college football, but more importantly, week 1 NFL. Because a week from now, hello, Ravens, Chiefs. It's back, baby. It's back. Thanks for watching. Good luck. Bye-bye.